You opened your laptop today, stared at the screen, and felt nothing. Not excitement, not curiosity, just exhaustion. Maybe you've been stuck on the same bug for 3 days. Maybe everyone around you seems to get it, and you don't. Maybe you started this journey 6 months ago, full of fire, and now that fire is completely out. If that's you right now, don't close this video, because what I'm about to tell you is something I wish someone had told me before I almost walked away from coding forever. There's a phase every programmer goes through. It doesn't matter if you're self-taught, in boot camp, or in university, it hits everyone. It's called the wall. In the beginning, coding feels like magic. You build your first hello world. You make a button change color, you feel like a genius. Then, you try to build something real, and nothing works. The tutorials stop making sense. Stack Overflow feels like a foreign language, and your brain just shuts down. Here's what no one tells you. That feeling is not failure. That feeling is progress. You only hit the wall when you've moved past the easy part. You only feel stuck because you're now deep enough to encounter real problems. Beginners don't hit the wall. Only people who've actually gotten somewhere do. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You've been watching videos of 19-year-olds landing six-figure jobs after learning to code in 60 days. You've seen Twitter threads of people shipping full SaaS products in a weekend. And somewhere in your mind, you started comparing their highlight reel to your behind the scenes. That comparison is poisoning you. Here's the truth. The people posting those success stories, they're not showing you the 200 hours of confusion before the breakthrough. They're not showing you the projects they abandoned, the nights they Googled, "Should I quit coding?" The algorithm rewards success stories. It buries the struggle. So you've been watching a curated fiction and measuring your very real journey against it. Stop that. Your timeline is your timeline. Some people take 6 months to land a job. Some take 3 years. Neither is wrong. Neither means you're not cut out for this. I want you to think about something. If you quit today, 6 months from now, what happens? You'll probably be okay. Life goes on. But there's a version of you that doesn't quit. That version pushes through the wall, figures out that one concept that's been blocking you, ships their first real project, gets their first freelance client or their first job offer. Here's what's brutal about quitting right now specifically. You're likely closer than you think. The wall doesn't appear at the beginning of the journey. It appears near a breakthrough. It's your brain resisting the rewiring it's about to undergo. Most people quit at mile 7 of a 10-mile race. Not because they couldn't finish, because mile 7 is the hardest, and they didn't know mile 8 gets easier. The cost of quitting isn't just the time you've already invested. It's the version of yourself you never get to meet. Okay, enough philosophy. Let's get practical. Here's what you should actually do if you're burning out. Number 1, take a deliberate break, not a guilt break. There's a difference between rage quitting and strategic rest. Give yourself 3 to 5 days completely away from code. No tutorials, no guilt, nothing. Come back fresh. Your brain consolidates learning during rest. The break is literally part of the process. Number 2, narrow your focus. One of the biggest killers of coding motivation is trying to learn everything at once. JavaScript and Python and React and databases and DevOps and stop. Pick one thing. Build one project. Finish it ugly. Ship it broken. Done beats perfect every single time. Number 3, build something you actually care about. Tired of to-do list apps and weather widgets? Build something embarrassing. Something niche. An app that tracks your football team's results. A tool that roasts your friend's music taste. A portfolio site that looks nothing like a portfolio site. Passion hides the pain of learning. Number 4, find your people. Solo learning is hard. It was never meant to be done alone. Find a Discord server, a local meetup, a study partner on Twitter. Even one person who's on the same journey changes everything. Accountability is a force multiplier. Number 5, redefine what success looks like this week. Not get a job, not build an app. Just understand one concept I didn't understand yesterday. That's it. That's your win. Stack enough small wins, and the momentum returns. Here's my last point. and it's the most important one. You don't have to love coding every day to be a programmer. Surgeons don't love every surgery. Writers don't love every sentence. Athletes don't love every training session. What they have is a commitment to what's on the other side of the discomfort. You started learning to code for a reason. Maybe it was financial freedom. Maybe it was building something of your own. Maybe it was proving something to yourself. That reason hasn't changed. Only your energy has dipped. Energy comes back, but abandoned skills quietly rust. So before you quit, just rest. Narrow your focus. Find one small win and give yourself the chance to meet the version of you that didn't give up.